Well, hello everybody. Not sure, well, we know what we're talking about this week, but I'm not sure how to present or how to explain it. But this week, Truman and I are working on the website, and we've made some slow but really good progress. And one of the problems, I mentioned this last week, but one of the problems with being this micro business and not being in a position where we can hire people just yet means I have to be a Swiss Army knife. So I have to be the web designer and also the sales manager and the electronics engineer and the businessman and the administrator and everything else. And this means that I do every single job badly. You know, think of a Swiss Army knife. It's got a tiny little screwdriver. It can kind of do something, but it's not a real screwdriver. It's very different if you bring in a collection of people with different skills and you get a real sales manager or a real web designer or a real video creator. It's very different to when you're doing it all yourself. So the website was really suffering, and we were getting what we called a bounce rate, which was over 50%, which is the worst. So a bounce rate is when people leave after only visiting the first page. So they never click anything on the page. There's a problem with the video. You know, it's not the right thing. We need something fast and punchy. We only get about 8% of the people click to see the reviews, which is really bad because the reviews are a big seller. So we need to put the reviews, or at least a few of the reviews first. And then we need something very simple, like a problem that we solve, that it just says electronic gaming system for people who can't play video games. So people know what it is, and then they'll get the video at some later point. But I'll spin this around. I have here got my bounce rate down to 31%, and mostly that was done. Behind this video, there is a sign. Awesome video appears here in a few seconds. So if the video loads slowly, let me close this one as well. At least it says, look, wait, because sometimes it can take a few seconds. But just doing this, get your system best value of all options, that has made a big difference. The moment I put that on, that changed things. And the other part of it, if we go to the actual site, so if I was to click all options, what it will do now is it should give me, there we go, we've now made, it used to be a drop-down list. It would show the system and then say, now which game do you want? And instead, we say, let's get the system with Bewilder, let's get it with Hotel of Secrets, let's get it with that. Or we can get everything all together. And this has made a really big difference because it means I can change how the images and things work. And so it's quite fast now to go through. And there's been another big thing. So you see this image. We've got the system. We've got this little 3D printed stand that I made, and a few 3D printed stands to display everything and get it in a nice picture. So before, the images looked like an eBay listing. It was just really quick and yeah, not very good. And then so Truman and I, we spent time in the kitchen, and we got some coloured lights and some white paper, and we set everything up so we could take these pictures that at least had a bit of life and it filled the frame. So again, I've got to be the photographer. So I'm the photographer, I'm the web designer, and it's just edging forward and trying to figure out how we make things work. But now we've got it. We've got people stay on the site for much longer. I think it says that at the beginning. It says now the average length of time people stay on the site is 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And they average 3 pages per session. Well, before it was less than 60 seconds, averaging 1.2 pages, and the bounce rate was like 56% or something. So we've practically doubled it, and we still haven't got to the real meat, which is to get the reviews up front and get the video there. So that's what we are doing now. Things are taking much longer than I'd like though, but we're getting there.